Hello everyone, it is Christine here and I am just a little bit excited because I have had a very special envelope arrive in the post, and it is the first swap I have received as part of the Home Sweet Home art swap that the fabulous Annie from Arty Farty Annie has set up. So Annie's not managing the swap, she's really just created the theme for the swap, which is Home Sweet Home, and then people connect up with other people in the location where they want to do their swaps and organise that themselves. So I have received in the post a parcel from the lovely Nicole M. I won't say Nicole's surname in full. And this is the first one I have received, and it's actually arrived ahead of the start of the official swapping season, which is 1 October. This video will probably go up after 1 October. But how exciting. Now, this isn't the front of it. I've taken it out of its envelope, and it was also just in a little plastic insert. And this is the back of the piece, but how amazingly fabulous does even the back of the piece look? And we will get to the front in a moment. I just wanted to, I haven't looked at the front yet. I want to share that whole experience with you because that's the excitement of the swaps. And there's also a card as well. So what I might do actually, I'll leave it upside down. Let's take a look at the card. Jarvis Bay. Isn't that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful? Dear Christine, I hope you enjoy the piece I have stitched for you. The basket is to allow Travis to enjoy the treehouse and have a little nap in his doggy bed. I also tried to include Nana's travelling rick-rack. Not sure how well I did. Love your channel. How incredibly sweet and how lovely to have that little connection to place as well. And what a lovely idea just to keep it safe in the parcel with a little card. So I'll put that one, and I keep all my bits and pieces together. I'm thinking that I will be using the pieces that I'm going to receive in my swaps to make maybe a container for the craft room. So a Home Sweet Home container perhaps. So I think we'll take a look at the front in a moment, but I just think it's incredible to just look at the amount of detail, and let me make sure I am absolutely in focus, the amount of stitching that has gone into this. So I know that Nicole was going to stitch a tree house, and I'm going to do a tree house for her as well. And it's just going to be so wonderful to see all the different sort of ideas that we all come up with for our swaps. And this is a really nice size. I think this is the size that I'll be doing with most of my swappers, which is I think it was about, what was it? Let me just check with my little measuring tape. So it was about around the sort of 15 centimetre mark. I'm never good at remembering length, so I'm sure I'll have to check many times. So shall we turn it over and have a look at it? Look at that. How fabulous is that? So we've got beautiful background colours. I love all the little dots in the background, and then added to with the stitching of the little plants. It really looks like flowers with blue sky. And then just love how Nicole has created the canopy of the tree. How fabulous is that? That is superb. And then done the leaves over the top and done little crosses, but that's the most perfect. It looks like it's maybe a woven fabric. What a great idea. And then that's the basket for Travis to enjoy the treehouse, so he can go up there and have his little doggy bed. How sweet, sweet, sweet. And just love this meadow of flowers. Again, really effective use of fabric down here to evoke a flower meadow, and then beautiful stitching over it. Lots of little French knots, little straight stitches. The one that I always forget whether it's fly or fish stitch, but really effective for making plants. Some lazy daisy stitches on a stem. And then lovely sort of cantha stitching, but I love how Nicole sort of made it flow almost with the shape of the sky as well. Love that little basket, and that just looks like a piece of rope. You'd almost think it's hanging out from the piece. And then look at the tree, just really effective. Again, great way you've done the trunk, and it looks like you've I don't know if you've needle turned applique the trunk or you've put some stitches over the outside. Looks like you've done a chain stitch down here, and then the wonderful rungs up the tree. That is just super. And then we get to the tree house itself, and just let's come down. Maybe I'll bring you down just a smidgen, and we'll make sure we come back into focus, because you need to see all the amazing details in the picture. So yeah, the beautiful little, so that would be the little, I think, trapdoor that that the little basket comes up through. And then I think that's the special Travis dog bed, which he would love being up in the tree with me. And then look, there's even like a little spoon, a cup, a teapot, a cake on the table. How incredibly special is that? And then over here, there's other little stitchy, looks like all the little stitchy supplies over on the table over here. Then you've got the beautiful armchair, even with the upholstery-like fabric on it. The little rug, just so perfectly done, and just great use of fabrics, even just to give the sense of the floor and the walls. Look at that wonderful window, and that sense again of looking out, maybe looking through a bit of a break in the trees out to the sky in the distance, maybe a sunset sort of starting to come the way. And then a beautiful little curtain there, lovely little windowsill. It's just fabulous, so good. And then look, even the details up the top, the fairy lights, the Christmas lights up the top. And I love that the house is just on that little tilt. It is absolutely perfect. I am so thrilled with that, Nicole. I'm really going to have to lift my game to keep up with. It's always amazing in these stitches. You're just constantly impressed and enthralled by what other folks come up with in their swaps. So thank you so much, Nicole. That is definitely, along with all the things that I've been so lucky to swap with people or receive from people, it's just such a privilege to be able to receive a piece of something that someone has made with love and made with care and made with their own unique style. You always look at things and you take things away from it, and it's just so precious to not just be able to see on a screen, but actually touch and feel, and even see the fabric like that Nicole has used as her backing fabric, to see the different types of threads, the different types of stitches, the composition. I love that, again, it's just that little bit, it's not right in the center. The choice of fabrics, even the smartness along here. I don't know if you can see, but where Nicole has put this piece of fabric down, she's let the frayed edge be almost like part of the grasses as well. And even down the bottom, it's sort of having that same effect. So just really smart use. And then the layering so that the trees atop the other fabric. So really clever. Clever little design choices along the way. And yeah, just love these little flowers down here in the meadow. And as I say, love these little spotty flowers, like flowers fluttering in the wind. But yeah, just blown away with the detail that Nicole has managed to conjure on each of the tables here. Absolutely fabulous. And just that really beautiful little blanket stitch around the outside of the rug. And then this one, I'm not even sure which stitch in this. Is it no, not a whip stitch. It's like maybe two rounds of stitching. But again, just, yeah, fabulous. And then some tiny little seed stitches in the actual rug itself. So this will just be a little video. I was just so excited to open it, but I wanted to open it with you and share it with you. If you're interested in getting involved, I think you'd still be able to find yourself some swap partners. I'll put the link to Annie Claxton's channel and the video where she shared about this swap and how to get involved, and you can watch her video and take it from there. So thank you so very much, Nicole. That is absolutely, absolutely a beautiful, beautiful gift, and it is just, yeah, going to be absolutely treasured. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to making my swap squares for my swappies, including Nicole. I'll be making a start on those when I'm back next week from Western Australia, because in a few days' time I head off for my brother's big birthday. So I will probably chat with you on the flip side. Although I might try and do some videos from up there, and I'm going to be catching up with my lovely stitchy friend Christy. So who knows? We might even try and do a video together. I won't have my videoing stand, so we'll have to see how we go. Thanks everyone, and special thanks Nicole. Yeah, just such a lovely piece. Hello everyone, it's Christine here, and I am on location in beautiful Peppermint Grove Beach in Western Australia, and I have been out op shopping this morning. It was a bit of a drizzly grey morning, so we headed into Bustleton and checked out some of the op shops. I'm filming with my without my stand, so I'm just holding the camera in my hand, but I thought I'd show you some of my goodies. So because I'm here for my brother's birthday and the theme is wacky pants, and I've made my fancy pants using little colourful doilies, I picked up some more from here, which will be a lovely little keepsake of the wacky fancy pants. I've got a separate video on the finished product of those, so I'll put a link to that as well if I can. So yeah, it must have been someone that made a lovely little collection of these lovely little pink and white doilies. So there's a good bunch of them, and I do have another jacket planned using these, so that will come in very handy. So yeah, often you'll see a bunch of things and think they probably came from the one collection. I was also lucky at one of the op shops to get a really big load of lovely embroidered doilies. There's a few stains on them, but I haven't washed them yet, so I'm pretty sure the stains will come out. We've got a washing machine at the place we're staying, so I'll pop them in for a wash. Beautiful work on these, the leaves. I'll try and keep in focus. Again, a few little stains on it, but just gorgeous, gorgeous work on these. Another beautiful runner, quite a long one. And again, gorgeous. Beautiful linen as well. And lovely leaves there. Another gorgeous one here. Some lovely pink and green flowers. I'll be seeing my friend Christy on Monday, so I can share some of, I reckon some of these are in her colour scheme. And otherwise I might need to get a little post pack to send some things home, because we're only travelling with limited hand luggage over here. I've probably got enough to fit a little bit in, but I'll definitely have to share some of the big tablecloth that I'll show you in a moment with Christy. So yeah, lovely daffodils. Let's just see if we can get that to focus. And this one's beautiful. Again, it's got a little bit of staining, I think. Lovely fan. Water feature. See if I can zoom in and go and focus in. I just love those little hollyhocks. And a blossom tree. And a fan. And then coming out, I got this for the Home Sweet Home swap that we're doing with Claxton. They're just some little handmade placemats, but they've got lots of lovely little Homes Sweet Home on them. So I thought they could be fun to use. And I didn't really bring any sewing supplies away with me apart from just some threads, some needles, and the pouch that I was working on for Emily Rose. But at least I can use some of that to make a start with my threads. And then doilies were 3 for $1. I got this one, even though it's got a few stains on it, because it's got the different motifs on it that are just handy to cut out and use. And I always like the little ones for using like things like needle books and pockets. And then there were some of these nice thin ones. I'm pretty sure it's still a cotton, but it's really, really fine. And they're lovely to kind of overlay over something, or again to wrap around something. And I've got three of those ones. And I've got, oh yeah, this little one is so sweet. Don't know if that came from, I think that came from the first shop where I got all those embroidered doilies for, I think they $11, which was amazing. And then, yeah, 3 for $1 for these. And then this was from the Vinnie's shop, and there are 12 of them. These applique napkins, 12 of them for $5, which I thought was a great deal. And then there was 8 of these for $2, and they've got the beautiful applique on them. And then there was this massive linen, beautiful green that just really reminds me of the sort of Fleur woodsy colours, and I think my friend Christy will definitely like this one as well. So this massive tablecloth that's huge. It is absolutely, it's a lot of fabric, as you can see there. And that was $6 there. And then because I needed a little closure for the pouch that I'm making for Emily Rose, I got these little beads that I thought could be nice to just sort of weight down the pocket pouch that I've made. And I also found this little Snow White little necklace that I thought could be quite cute as well if I wanted to have that as a little closure, or maybe part of the little dangly bits. So they were my finds. I've also taken some video while I've been here of the coast and a little walk I did yesterday. I think I've also got a photo of the horse that is like Mr. Ed at my brother's place looking in the window, so I might pop some of those photos in here. And that's where we're staying, just where you can see that balcony up there with the tables on it, and it's got the beautiful views out over the water and this lovely walking track which I'm going to explore a bit further down this way. And look at that gorgeous glistening water. Seeing all the different vegetation, all the different flowers over here in Western Australia are very different, even the seaside vegetation. I don't know if that's geranium. It might be geranium. Another nice pathway down to the beach. Sounds, I might have to edit out the sound. No, it's definitely a magical spot. Chose well. We thought if we were coming over, we wanted to be near to my brother and sister-in-law's place, but ideally on the coast. I think it was a lovely choice to pick this because we've got that balcony to enjoy sitting on. I'm hoping we might even see some whales because I think it might be the whale migration time at the moment. So that would be magical. Just take you down to here. Most of the flight over working on my Emily Rose pouch for my niece, and I got most of the pieces sketched out, so now next up can be the decorative stitching. There we are. So here we are at Peppermint Grove Beach in Western Australia, so I thought I'd take you for a little stroll with me. I think further along the path we'll see where we're staying. I walked down a few streets and thought we'd go down and have a look at the beautiful ocean. So we flew over this morning, an early start to the day, and then we arrived and were picked up by my sister-in-law and went to my brother and sister-in-law's house and had some lunch and caught up with some of the lovelies and my nephews and nieces, which was lovely. Apologies for the wind.
family staycation. I think Travis is having fun with all their frolicking.